The moment you need something, you lose it, not eventually, the moment. Because need is not invisible. It's the first thing people sense, before you speak, before you act, before you make a single move. Desperation has a frequency, and everyone around you is picking it up, whether they realize it or not. Here's the law nobody teaches you. The more you need something, the less access you get to it. The less you need it, the more it finds you, not as a spiritual concept, as pure human psychology. When you need the job, you over-explain, over-promise. Fill every silence with nervous words, laugh too hard at jokes that aren't funny, and they feel it. Not consciously, instinctively. And they choose the person who seemed like they had options. When you need the relationship, you text first, always. You apologize for things that aren't your fault. You shrink your opinions to match theirs. You tolerate what you shouldn't. To keep them. And slowly they stop respecting you, not because they're cruel, because respect cannot survive where desperation lives. On social media, neediness destroys accounts quietly, posting from anxiety instead of intention, checking metrics every hour, responding to every comment for validation. That energy is readable, and it repels the exact audience you're trying to attract. Here's what Marcus Aurelius understood better than almost anyone. The moment you attach your peace to an external outcome, you hand your power to something you cannot control, and powerless people attract nothing, in any room, in any context, in any area of life. Tell me in the comments. Where does neediness cost you the most? Career, relationships, or how you show up online? Stay until the end, because I'm going to show you exactly how the need-nothing mindset works, the mechanism behind it, and 5 ways to build it permanently. Starting today, let me show you exactly how neediness destroys outcomes and why detachment creates them. Here's the clearest example I've ever seen. A negotiation. 2 sides at the table. One side needed the deal. The other side sensed it within 5 minutes. Not from what was said, from how it was said. The slight urgency, the too quick responses, the minimal pushback when challenged. The other side spent the rest of the meeting extracting every possible concession. Because they knew one thing: this person cannot walk away, which meant there was no real leverage, only the appearance of it. That's what need does. It removes your leverage before you've said a single word. In job interviews, the same dynamic plays out constantly. 2 candidates, same skills, same experience. One needs this job. The other is genuinely evaluating whether this job fits them. The first one gets rejected. The second one gets the offer, and often a better package, because the hiring manager sensed this person is choosing us, not desperate for us, and organizations want to be chosen, not needed. In relationships, neediness announces itself without words. Texting twice with no reply. Canceling your own plans to stay available. Agreeing with opinions you don't hold. Tolerating what violates your standards. All to maintain access to someone. And all of it pushes them further, because attraction requires something to reach toward. When you need nothing, you become that something. The person who has a full life, who has standards they actually keep, who could walk away, and sometimes does. That person becomes the one everyone wants access to, not because they're cold, because they're complete. And completeness is the most attractive quality a person can possess. Here's the mechanism. Neediness shifts value in every interaction. The moment you need something from someone, their perceived value rises. Yours drops, because value flows towards scarcity, and you just made yourself available. Dependent, easy to get. People who need nothing create natural scarcity. Not through games, not through strategy, but through genuine self-sufficiency that communicates one thing: I am complete without this, which makes you the most interesting You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. And people who need nothing are complete, and completion is magnetic. If you've ever lost something by wanting it too much, subscribe. Because what comes next is how to build genuine detachment, not as a performance, as a permanent internal state. Here's how people who need nothing actually think, and how to develop the same state. First, build options before you need them. Need comes from having only one path, one job possibility, one relationship option, one outcome you'll accept. When you have one option, you need it. When you have three, you're selecting. That shift from needing to selecting changes everything about how you show up. Build more options. Deliberately, consistently, before the pressure arrives. Options create detachment. Detachment creates power. Second, process the worst outcome before it happens. Before any high-stakes situation, ask, if this doesn't work out, what actually happens? Answer honestly. Usually, life continues. Something else appears. You adjust. That answer removes desperation before it can show, because you've already accepted the outcome you feared, which means you're free to perform at your best, without catastrophe riding on the result. Third, keep standards you actually enforce. People who need nothing don't settle. They select. They walk away from wrong opportunities, wrong relationships, wrong situations that require compromising who they are. Not because they're arrogant, because they understand a wrong fit costs more than no fit. And when you consistently walk away from wrong things, the right things find you faster, because you've created space for them. Fourth, invest in yourself without waiting for recognition. Work out whether anyone notices. Build skills whether they're immediately rewarded. Create whether the audience arrives yet. Self-investment that doesn't depend on external validation builds confidence that doesn't depend on external validation. And people who are confident, independent of your opinion, are deeply attractive to everyone, in every context. Fifth, release completely when something ends. A deal falls through? Close that chapter. A relationship ends? Don't chase. An opportunity disappears? Look for the next one. No clinging. No desperation to revive what's finished. Complete release creates space, and space always fills. For people who aren't blocking the door with need for what's gone. Final truth, people who need nothing get everything. Not because the universe rewards detachment, because humans are wired to pursue what doesn't pursue them, to respect what doesn't need their respect, to want access to people who don't require their access. When you genuinely need nothing, you stop chasing and things start finding you. Not because you stopped caring, because you stopped needing. And needing and caring are not the same thing. You can care deeply about your goals, while remaining completely free from whether they arrive on your timeline. That combination, deep investment with genuine detachment, is the most powerful internal state a person can build. Build it, not as a strategy, as who you are, and watch what starts finding you.